No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tú ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a frontear, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones.
It's on the cold side here in Toronto, but the Rogers Center roof is shut and we're almost set for baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he was a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Byron Buxton is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Grichuk is there and he'll bring this one in. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, one guy that's been struggling a bit lately is Miguel Sano. He's hit under 200 versus left-handed pitching all season long, and the way people are platooning these days, he may be a candidate for that. He's got to make some adjustments against the Southpaws because it's killing him and it's killing the team right now.
Jorge Polanco comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just getting started at the Rogers Center. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down go the Twins in order, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Bailey Ober, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Springer is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays' leadoff batter. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. His next home run will be number 40 for the season. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
2 balls and a strike now. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knot things up at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Ober isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
2-0 now. from the belt. Kicks and deals. Here's a pop-up now. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Set to deliver on 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Simeon leads off first with one away. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Ober. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. And now the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Fouled off. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Jeffers recovers, but no chance to recover. Bichette is on at first after the strikeout. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez, and their runners at the corners now. He's set and the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Two balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
And stepping in, Lourdes Gurriel. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Now the first pitch.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Sano. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Miguel Sano.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
The windup and the 0-1. And he popped him up. Guerrero into foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Bichette picks it up cleanly on to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Brent Rooker.
The next twin up, Brent Rooker, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. Back up the middle and a base hit. So the Twins are into the hit column for the first time.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Matz stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The 1-0 home. On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now into the box is number 74. At the moment, he's got a .270 batting average for the season. First pitch on the way. And now a pitch on the way. And there's a base hit on the line. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Batting it, the right fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Now to bat, Rendell Grichuk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
He's running. And there's a base hit on the line. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Comes in with an average of .265. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball two.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
George Springer the next to hit, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He went down swinging to start the home first. The 1-0 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0 home. And he fouls this one off. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there. 2 gone. Next to hit, Marcus Semien. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. As a look, now the pitch.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
And it's fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Again, another foul ball. One and 2. Here it is. Nope. And that misses. 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Fouled off. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now to the plate, Ryan Jeffers. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the 3rd.
Ryan Jeffers.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 7 homers and 21 driven in. To the left side, but it's well foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Jeffers on at first, nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 pitch.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Up next for Minnesota, Nick Gordon. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Springer. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on the way. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the stretch. This is line to left. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and the Twins are on the board first, 1-0.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the outfield.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Now the 1-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And a double steal try here. Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk is there, 2 down. So here is Josh Donaldson. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has
and the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. Digging in will be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kepler's going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so that they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
To the plate now, Bo Bichette, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Bo Bichette is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. The average sits at .303 entering play. 28 home runs and 106 runs batted in. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH. Lourdes Gurriel waits on deck. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Striding in is Lourdes Gurriel. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First delivery to him.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Kepler's on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Stepping in next, number 74, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, Matt, he's so difficult to hit from both sides of the plate, but his eyes light up when he's hitting left-handed against the righties out on the mound. He's been torching them all year long.
And this is off the corner and low, ball one. Guerrero on second. Hernandez at first, 2 out in the inning. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Guerrero isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. We're all square at 1 apiece.
You know, Dero, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Here's Randall Grichuk, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He collected a base hit his first time up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Next, it'll be Reese McGuire, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Two 2-0 count, the pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
The set and the 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rooker is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and digging in is the veteran DH, Miguel Sano. Now the first pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Up next for the Twins.
Next to dig in, Brent Rooker, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Grounded to the right, reined in. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping up is Max Kepler. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
2 out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Now batting, the catcher, Ryan.
Now
Jeffers.
Into the box, Ryan Jeffers. From the stretch. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Luke Farrell, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, George Springer flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10.
Next to hit is Marcus Semien. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Down and away, ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hard ground ball to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Popped him up. Jeffers waits on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring Willians Astudillo into bat.
Willians Astudillo.
First pitch on the way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Up next for the Twins.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
So now to the plate, Nick Gordon, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Astudillo leads off second with nobody out. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Throw over to the bag. Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Runner's off for second. Soft grounder left side. He's got to hurry. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 32 now for the season as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Josh Donaldson digging in now.
Donaldson.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. Number 25 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Nate Pearson will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider laid off for a ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now the pitch. And it's 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Again, a 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
First offering. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Springer coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Home half of the 5th coming up. Twins are out in front, 5-1. And now in the box, Bo Bichette. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 26 for him on the season, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Couple of walks for him thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Next to stand in is Lourdes Gurriel. He flew out in his last debut. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate now, number 74, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Astudillo is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. 2 out, runner in scoring position at second, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. First delivery to him. Here's the 0-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Reese McGuire is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he misses with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Polanco is there. And that ends the inning. I'll give the enthusiasm a 10, the dancing a 4. No shame, and you gotta love it. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Into the box, Max Kepler. It was a walk in his last trip.
Max Kepler.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Next, it'll be Ryan Jeffers. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the right fielder to the track. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
The batter, the first baseman.
Into the box now, Williams Astudillo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He doubled his last time through. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
The 3-0 pitch, and he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Up next, Nick Gordon. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Astudillo aboard here at first with nobody out. Pops this one up. Number 74 trying to get there. And that's going to land foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Now the 2-1. Ground ball right side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Byron Buxton is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left a yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
3-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Jorge Polanco will stand in again as we flash it back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow. A 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Two-0, here it is. Fouled away.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Pulled toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate, and he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the 3rd run across in this inning.
Anthony Castro takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Josh Donaldson will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out.
That last at-bat, Matty V, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at-bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
First delivery to him. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
3 runs already home here. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To second for 1, on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Twins are in front, 8-3.
Leading up for Toronto, the center fielder, Joe Springer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. George Springer is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-0. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul. You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays go down in order. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Miguel Sano. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. First pitch on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Brent Rooker. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. (2-0) to the Twins left fielder. Too high, and it's 3-0. Max Kepler will be next. And he finally gets this one over for strike one.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Once again, a 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. And he misses, ball four.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So next to bat will be Max Kepler. First pitch of the AB on its way. Rooker, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That misses, 1-2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Ready on 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Ryan Jeffers, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Pitch taken, several inches below the zone, in fact. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. A runner on first with 2 away. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Last half of the 7th here, and in the bat next, the legacy Ober.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. Two and 2 the count.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full. Teoscar Hernandez waits on deck. Hit high and deep out to left. Racing back the left fielder. Still ranging back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left. His second of the game, as it is now an 8-4 ball game. Tyler Duffy comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. To the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez.
The designated hitter.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Now the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. 1 out, nobody on. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, number 74, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled off. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And he fouls this one off. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Twins 8, the Jays 4. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring Willians Astudillo into bat.
First baseman, Willians Astudillo.
First pitch of the AB on its way. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Simeon will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter, number 1.
At the plate now is Nick Gordon, singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Strike called, now the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. And that is through into left field. A base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, D-Row, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make 1 more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Buxton stands at first with 1 out. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Throw over to first in the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. The 2-1. There goes Buxton. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
The third baseman,
Julian Merriweather gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Josh Donaldson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled away.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Two pitch is fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. This is foul right side. The 2-2 one more time is looked at and the count moves full.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's Miguel Sano. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the AB now. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, and they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, Brent Rooker. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. 3-0 now. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
At the plate, Max Kepler, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 delivery. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Fouled off.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, Ryan Jeffers, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. The 0-1 on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way. Grichuk is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 11, the Jays 4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. He's ready. Here's the first pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
The bat,
Next up, Reese McGuire. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next to the blue.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, George Springer struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 2-1.
Ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus.
So the next to bat will be Marcus Semien. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hard on the ground towards short. And there's his first base hit in this one.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Springer at second. Semien on at first with 2 down. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-0. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning.
Ah, man, he's making a lot of noise in this one. He's feeling really locked in at the plate right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, anybody could get 2. There ain't too many guys hitting north of 2 bombs in the game in the big leagues.
No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, bases loaded. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Hey, it often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Three-two pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hack trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Juan Minaya enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Standing in now, Teoscar Hernandez. A ball and no strikes. No hits to this point. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
4 runs here in this half inning. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. But one more look here at the big blow in the inning for the Jays. A grand slam home run. 9th inning coming up from Rogers Center. It's the Twins 11, the Blue Jays 8. Ross Stripling enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in once again is William Astudillo. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Borderline pitch right there, but as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, here is Nick Gordon. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Left side, but well foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
So now to the plate, Byron Buxton, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hard hit at third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB, no chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job, maybe a little too out.
And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Twins retired in short order as they remain in front 11-8. Alex Colomé comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And now pitch on the way. Number 74 stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a tick behind for a strike. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. 11-8 the final score in this ball game. The Twins posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Luke Farrell gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Alex Colomé closes the door for the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.